I can't. Yeah, wow. I just. Gross. Ah! What the hell? Too Faced, Tarte, what are you doing? You guys, stop putting all your efforts into wacky palette layouts, please, and maybe find a brand identity instead. Let's say down the line, if I ever become relevant on YouTube, right? I'm literally severing any ties with these two brands because I'm literally roasting them every time they create an abomination of a palette. But it has to be said, I am literally never intrigued ever to buy a Tarte product or a Too Faced product. I have in the past owned them, but nowadays I just can't even differentiate between the two brands. But let's talk about these palette layouts. If you haven't watched my previous one on that awful Too Faced Pretty Mess collection, they did the same thing where they put all their creative energy into doing a wacky palette layout. Like, look at this Too Faced one, for example. It's a watermelon looking thing. You've got like the seeds, I guess, and they were like, seeds, we can make these teardrop shapes, you know, for the watermelon seeds, and make that the slots where the eyeshadows go. It looks so bad. It actually kind of like pisses me off a little bit. It looks completely unattractive and pretty inconvenient to use, and just, I hate it. Why can't palettes just be like squares and rectangles, please? Hello? Like, I don't know about you, but I want like practicality, you know, just a beautiful looking palette where the creative design is in, I don't know, the outside packaging. But even then, like, don't go overboard with your creative design with the outside packaging and make it a freaking weird shape, like, or, you know, like some weird shape. Like, that's not practical. That's not what anyone wants. I mean, if you want to, I don't know, like, it just reminds me of weird tacky kids makeup. It's hard to store. It's not where the creative energy should be going, in my opinion, you know? Like, what about the theme beyond fruity, cutesy? I don't know, like, what about the colors, you know? What about working on your brand identity so that you don't feel like the same freaking brand? Like, is it just me, or does Too Faced and Tarte literally feel like the same brand? I just can't stand weird packaging, okay? This is a big pet peeve of mine. You might not even give a shit, okay? You probably don't. But if you feel the same way as me, then you sort of are feeling my frustration here. But whatever, I'm just not gonna buy it. Like, no skin off my teeth, you know what I'm saying? So then right after Trend Mood posts this picture of Too Faced release, I'm like, okay, refresh, whatever. Then I see Tarte do the same thing. Sorry, am I tripping? Or are they literally doing a watermelon looking thing as well? Their Sugar Rush line? Is that not a watermelon? And then they had the same ingenious idea to do like those fun little shapes where the color goes in the palette. Like, am I tripping? Like, look at this photo of Too Faced and their watermelon looking thing, and then look at Tarte's watermelon looking thing. Are they not the same brand? And like, look at Too Faced's website. Their whole brand identity is they're a serious makeup brand that knows how to have fun. What is that telling me? I mean, I guess that's sort of like maybe referring to your two-faced nature, where you're this and that, you're serious but also fun. But that's just confusing and I don't get it. And if anything, all your brand does is cutesy stuff, and that's it. When was the last time you did an edgy thing? Or like anything, you know, this and that, you know, like Too Faced, there's this version of me and this version of me. Like, I can't remember. All I can remember is just bad collabs and fruity stuff and those chocolate bars. Like, who did the graphic design on this website? Look at that typography. Like, you don't have to know much about graphic design. okay? It honestly does not take much to know that this whole image with the font, and it's just bad. And I can't even, I don't know, like I can't even find an about me on Tarte's website, so I don't even know what their thing is. All I know is that they're purple. They've got that Amazonian line, which I think is pretty good. Like, I've been intrigued by those blushes. But other than that, yeah. And I really hate the typography on this website too. Like, can you just like get your shit together? Like, what is this gradient? Okay, and why is everything lowercase? It's like Ariana Grande trying to... Did you just hear my shoulder crack? Okay, anyway. It's like how Ariana Grande types on Twitter. Like, I'm just saying, she does all lowercase. Like, fine, that's Twitter, whatever. But like, why are your brand just doing all lowercase? It's kind of... I don't get it. Is that your vibe? Are you going for like the chill vibe? Whatever. Can we switch the colors of this text, please, so that the light color maybe can be the title or something? Maybe just get rid of the light lavender text because it's hard to read, you know, and straining on the eyes. Thank you. Sorry, look, I'm just like a very visual person, and I'm seeing this graphic design on their website with... I could have done that in like 2 seconds. Can you hire like an actual professional who, you know, can create an aesthetic on a brand design for you guys? And then can you like figure out who the hell, I don't know like how the beauty industry works in terms of like behind the scenes, but like whoever's coming up with these fruity, weird, crazy shapes for the eyeshadows to be put in, can you stop? Unless your whole brand identity, I guess, is just weird kids makeup. Ugh. Here are some brands I think are doing a freaking great job, okay? I think Anastasia Beverly Hills is doing a great job. Their aesthetic is very like clear to me. They've got those beautiful rectangular palettes that you can like get in a set, and it's like, I want to collect them all. It's so beautiful, and every single one has like its own thing, you know? And it's not like any of them are that unique in terms of color, because they all have like every single one of them, they tend to have like repeating sort of shades or whatever, but it's sort of like, it's wearable, you know? Norvena's not exactly a purple palette because there's like 2 purples in it, but I still like it because they've got the whole like, they've got like an aesthetic or whatever, you know, like the wearable, slightly different, you know? I just like it, okay? And it's got the squares, it's got a mirror, it's easily storable. I like it. I can't fault them, okay? And another brand I really like, Lime Crime. They're Venus palettes, okay? Like, I know I've roasted Lime Crime in that Venus 2 palette situation. Like, I thought it would be like a version of the Venus 2 small version, but I guess it's just a random one that came up with. I'm actually not... I mean, like, I wouldn't mind getting it, to be honest. Like, I'd get it over a Tarte or Too Faced palette any day. And, like, it's rectangular. It's a unicorn brand full of color, and they do that aside from the Venus 2 extra large, but like, they've got a brand aesthetic. I love it. I've purchased things from Lime Crime, I've purchased things from Anastasia, I just love it. And like, let's talk about Jeffree Star, okay? I don't know or care about what you think about him as a person, but his Blood Sugar palette is amazing. And it's, check it out, a rectangular shape. And when you open it, it's, imagine if it had those weird teardrop shapes, okay? Like, maybe in his mind, if he was bad at design, thinking blood, drops of blood, I could do teardrop shapes. That would be fun and cool. I wouldn't buy this because it would be an abomination. And did I buy his Alien palette? No. And I made a whole video like putting the colors into a rectangular shape because I'm not a fan of weird bulky packaging, but at least I could say he had a vision for it, an alien head, you know? Like, but does a watermelon themed palette have to be a watermelon shape? Does a rainbow themed palette have to be a rainbow shape? No, just get the colors right. Just make it usable. Like, am I the only one that's actually shocked? Like, I've always thought that Too Faced and Tarte was like the same shit, but literally they've both come out with the watermelon palette thing, like, and they've both come up with the same idea of doing those little teardrop shaped thingy looking midgies. Like, do something else, you know? Stop putting out things like every 2 seconds. And I feel like with the constant releases, the quality is just like, eh, you know, and I'm just not excited about anything. They're constantly doing stuff. Oh right, and Glossier, right? I can't even buy that brand in Australia, okay? But I love the whole no makeup, chill, cool girl vibe. Like, they've got a whole thing. The packaging's amazing. The packaging is amazing. I think everyone on the planet can agree with that. It's so good. I can't even buy it and I desperately want to. And same with Milk makeup. Like, Glossier and Milk makeup are kind of similar to me, but like, I think they're both doing a great job in terms of their whole like brand identity, I guess, and at least the products look good and they're cool and whatever. And then you've got luxury brands. You know, you could say every luxury brand's similar in a way, but I don't know, like, they've got their thing, you know? And Bobbi Brown has that like no makeup look going as well, but in a different way to Glossier. And it's just, I feel like a lot of brands are doing like a really good job in terms of their branding, their aesthetics, and their products not being like a mess. Why is Tarte and Too Faced such offenders? I mean, Tarte less so than Too Faced, but like, I'm actually so shocked they've just come out with the same abomination of a product. I keep saying abomination, but that's what at the end of the day it is. So, you know, I just really enjoy it if brands could just do circles or squares or rectangles like Urban Decay. Okay, they put the rectangles thing. Yeah, like, just do something like that. Oh yeah, and another brand that's doing a really great job in terms of graphic design and their website is Colourpop. I think their website is spectacular. It's beautiful. It's well done. It's like they actually hired a graphic designer, web designer to do their website. So yeah, and they've got a thing, cheap makeup, constant flow of products, but like cheap and good. And I've bought from them multiple times before because I like their brand. They've got a brand aesthetic, and you know, that leads into me buying the stuff and for that brand. Anyway, I don't really know like what else to say. This is just a rant. I mean, thank you Too Faced and Tarte for giving me more content for my YouTube channel, because I've just been struggling coming up with YouTube ideas, and bam, I scroll through Trend Mood for the next brand that just screws up their launch, and I'm like, thank you Too Faced and Tarte for being so incredibly unattractive with your launches, and I can talk about it on my channel. Yay. Okay, and please, I know it's probably too late for the few of you that might get offended by this video, but like, unless you are actually the brand, like, what is the point in you getting offended? If you choose to buy from Too Faced and Tarte, like, more power to you. They do have good products within their line, okay? They do have those Amazonian clay blushes from Tarte, which I really love, and I think Too Faced came out with those chocolate bar thingies. Like, they're pretty good, right? You know, unless you're responsible for these atrocious websites that they have, or you're responsible for that watermelon idea, like, don't get offended. It's gonna be okay, okay? I'm just talking about the brand, not about you and your product buying purchases and your choices. You can do what you want, and I'm gonna do what I want, which is never buy from Too Faced or Tarte unless they get the shit together. Anyway, I'm just like not attracted to these brands, and I guess that's all this video boils down to. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I make videos every Tuesday and Friday, so don't forget to subscribe. I will make videos every once in a while ranting about something when something comes up, so if you want to see more of these videos, they will come. And in the meantime, I'll make some other random related videos, but I hope you do subscribe and stick around for more, and like, leave me a comment in the comment section down below about what you think about these launches and all of that stuff. Anyway, I'm like tired from this rant. Okay, that's it for this video. I'm gonna just go now. Bye guys.